Alright folks, what is up? Welcome to yet another video of the Republic of Sellers channel. In the previous video, if you remember and if you've seen it, in the dailyRish series, I spoke about HAZMAT review. Okay, so basically I listed a product on Amazon very recently in the electronics category, and if you list a product in the electronics category and many other categories, actually your product is going to go through HAZMAT review, which basically means that Amazon's internal team is going to figure out whether your product is dangerous for the common audience or not, or whether you need to provide any additional documents or not. So this happens when you try to create your listing and you try to convert it into FBA. Alright, so if you haven't seen that video, you must check it out. And in this video, I'm actually going to show you the sheet that I had to fill up and upload to Amazon. Alright, so let's get in the video. Alright, so but before we get started, folks, let's just look at my seller's account once, because it is the last 4 days of Q4. So as you can see, in the last 7 days I did about 21,000 in revenue, which is incredible. As you can see, it is rising because this is the usual trend you see in Q4, but I have been pushing hard on my PPC campaigns and trying to scale up my sales on a daily basis. So today it is, like, as per the Amazon time, it's 7:14 a.m. and I've already sold 104 units, which is not a lot compared to my numbers previous year. That has a long story. If you want to talk about that or learn more about that, join the Republic of Sellers group. I am more than willing to share the entire things, like entire episode that happened in 2019 with me and my account. But yeah, so those are the numbers for today. I'm estimating that I might still touch 125 again. I did 125 yesterday and crossed about 4,000 in a daily average revenue. So yeah, and to be very honest, I have about 34% or 40%, 34 to 38% of that as profits after the PPC expenses. So yeah, that's a very decent number to have, and you should kind of aim for that kind of spot. Now let's get into the video, and let me just show you the Excel sheet that I had to fill up to kind of prove to Amazon that my product did not fall in the dangerous goods category, and I was like pretty safe to kind of list it on Amazon. So yeah, if you look at this document, this is the document that you would see, and if you want to figure out how do you download this document, check out the previous video, because it has all the details and all the steps that led to this step. Okay, so basically this is the document that I had downloaded in the previous video, and it's as simple as basically selecting a yes or no from the drop down based on whatever applies to you. So if your product has any explosive element, if it's flammable, for example deodorants, if it has an oxidizer, if it has a gas under pressure, for example, if your product might have some kind of pneumatic system which could probably have some kind of gas under pressure. So yeah, you just have to kind of ask your supplier about all of these different points that Amazon is trying to ask you for, and figure out whether you need to mark it as yes or no on the drop down. So, alright, so for me, none of these things applied. I literally went ahead and asked my supplier, and I usually only prefer working with suppliers who are very insightful, who have very in-depth knowledge about their product, and if they do, then it actually kind of makes sense for me to work with them, because otherwise I will not be able to get certain answers like these, and I will put myself in a difficult spot, which I really do not want. I don't like to work with elements that kind of increase the effort or stress in my work process. So that's kind of like my mentality, and that's kind of how I operate. So if you are if you kind of understand what I say, I would appreciate you subscribe to the channel, because this is the way I operate, and I also share my information on YouTube. Anyways, sorry for that long pitch. Yeah, so what you need to do on the other table is basically put in your ASIN, put in your product name, and basically just select again a yes or no. Is your product sold with what does it say? Magnet. Okay, so no, my product did not have a magnet. If it does have a magnet, you have to also fill in the other two columns, which is basically the ingredients of the magnet's composition. Okay, again, like, this is very technical, very specific. So if your supplier is not, you know, informed or smart enough to give you that information, you will get stuck. Okay, so whenever you select a product, it's not just enough to select the product which has a great opportunity. It like, if you're not able to find supplier who is going to help you in and out of all the issues regarding that product and provide you every damn information that you need to successfully sell on Amazon, I would advise you to drop that product idea and move on. Okay, that is how I operate. Again, like, it's very unique. I don't really try to rush into things. I don't advise people to rush into things. I don't want anybody to make any mistakes, and I don't want to make myself any mistakes. Okay, I like to keep things simple so that, you know, it is simple till the very end. All right, so another important point and thing that I must talk about is, again, it's related to the supplier. When I selected my supplier, I ensured that they are the best supplier who can kind of fulfill this kind of product. And this sheet was actually even filled up by my sales agent at the factory, because he has all of this knowledge. And when I reached out to him and I asked him a couple of things, and he was kind of proactively taking participation in kind of filling me up with all the details. He told me that the product did not have any harmful elements. So I just I requested him that can he fill the sheet for me. So he did that, and all I did was fill up this last column, which is actually not even the last column, just the ASIN. Everything else was filled by my sales agent and my supplier, and I wrote my name over here. And that's all you gotta do. After you have filled the sheet, you gotta go here on this page. Okay, you gotta go here. I'll put the link for this page in the description of this video. And yeah, if you're wondering about how do you download that Excel sheet, this is where you download it from, on the right side. Okay, so what you gotta do is you have to select your ASIN, you have to select your marketplace, you have to select the language in which you have downloaded your sheet, which is basically, your sheet is available in all of these languages. And you gotta select your Excel file after you have filled it up and click upload, and that is it. Now, if you are doing this for multiple ASINs at the same time, you have to just repeat this step, and you have to kind of mention all of the ASINs here. Okay, and yeah, you probably need to also have a different Excel sheet for everything, but if it has variations, then you can kind of list it in the same file right here. So yeah, that was it. That's how you kind of apply for exemption, or you provide a SDS, which is safety data sheet to Amazon. And that's about it. If you want to stay in the loop, I would appreciate you join the Republic of Sellers group, because we are doing something incredible. We are here to provide you the right information and the right knowledge. Okay, I'm not here to provide anything that I haven't had first-hand experience with. Okay, so I don't talk about things that I haven't tested myself or experiment with myself, or it is coming from a source who I trust. And there are quite a few, but there are many of them who are really just making videos for the sake of making videos. So you have to be very picky about the channels you subscribe. Alright then, that was it for this video. I will see you in the next dailyRish series. Adios. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share the video with your friends, groups, and your family. See you. Folks, I just wanted to come up online real quick and show you my new workspace, which is absolutely interesting, because it is this one is a co-working space at a 12,000 feet height. I mean, can you imagine how much height am I working from? Like, you cannot see shit behind me because I am basically in the clouds. I'm working out of the clouds. Look at that. Look at that. I'm not kidding. Like, you cannot see anything. Like, this is very high. This is an interesting workspace. If you want to learn more about this, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, because I'm bringing something very unique to the table. All right. I mean, I'm working from the clouds. What else do you want?